Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. I am Nancy, and this is going to be a thrifting video. And it's really been a couple of months since I've had the opportunity to go thrifting, but recently I had, I don't know, maybe 4 hours that I could be by myself, and the one thing I wanted to do was to go thrifting. So in this video, we are just going to go around the table and I will show you what I bought. While we're up, I'll go ahead and show you this framed print. This was $8.99. Now I went to the 3 Goodwills in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So you can easily Google that to find the addresses for those, but that's where I happened to be that day, so that's where I went shopping. So just grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and sit down, and we will go over some of these treasures. Okay, I think I can stand right here and show you things at this end of the table, and then we'll just sort of move around and I'll show you the other things that I bought. One of the things that I was looking for was some summer tops, and I have been kind of wanting to keep my arms covered more this summer. I am fair-skinned and I do use sunscreen, but I really do want to try to keep my arms covered a little bit, and I picked up 7 tops, and what I want to wear these with are leggings, probably cropped leggings. So I wanted something that was a little bit longer, like I don't like to wear a t-shirt with leggings, and then flowy. So this is a linen top, and these have all been, I apologize, I'm at that age where I can't go thrifting and bring everything in the same day. So these have been in the car for a few days. But I found this nice linen top. And what I like about it is that you can roll the sleeves up and then it buttons right there. So you can wear it down or you can wear it up if it gets a little hot. And that's what I looked for most of these tops. And the price at Goodwill for women's tops is $5.99. So I paid $6 for most of these. The color of the day was yellow, so I got 1 top for half price, and I'll show you that. So this is a linen top here. This is another top that I got, and you know, you can put, if you have a solid top, then you can put this with a solid bottom, or you could, maybe if you had some prints, just whatever. But this is a navy blue, very light. This was my half price top. And let me see who this is by. This is by Jane and Delancey. It's just a long white button-up top. Again, it has the 3/4 sleeve where I can button it up if I choose to do so. But I'll put this in the wash. I won't put it in the dryer. I'll let all of these just hang to dry and then iron, and they will look so fresh and so crisp. And you may be wondering, you know, why are you so crazy about thrifting? And for me, I can have better quality items no matter what it is. If it's for my kitchen, for my home, it doesn't matter what it is. By thrifting, I can have a better quality than what I can go to the big box stores in our area and buy them for. This is another little top. I thought that was super cute, looks super dainty. Maybe put some pearls with this. I just thought that would be nice. Looks like maybe it came from a boutique. Cloth and Portrait is who made this. Now, I have plenty of black tops, and I told myself I am not buying any more black tops. But then I came across this Karen Scott. Looks like it's brand new, never been worn, and black and white in the summertime you can just really dress that up. Like if you want to go out to dinner, if my husband and I want to go out to dinner, I can just, excuse me, I can put on a pair of white cropped pants with this and dress it right up with some nice jewelry. Of course, I love anything with pearls. So here is a sort of a longer flowy top, and it's got the pearl work around the collar and around the sleeves. I thought that was super cool. Again, Crazy Cat, maybe a boutique. I'm not quite sure about that, but when I am thrifting for clothing and for textiles, I always trust my touch more than anything. So if I'm going to look for tops, I will go to the beginning of my size, and I will literally take my hand and I will go through every hanger on that rack, because I want to feel the quality, I want to see who makes it, and just, oftentimes look for things that maybe names that I haven't seen before and give those a try. That was the case with this one. This is L-E-L-L-E, but look how cute and flowy that top is. Now this is a little see-through, so what I'll do is I'll put just like a spaghetti strap blue top under this, and it'll just help me to be more comfortable to wear it. Again, you could do white crop shorts or pants, and just super, super cute. And I also want to point out that even the linens on this table, everything that you see in my house, 90% of is thrifted. But this was one time I think it was maybe a curtain panel, and I just love the colors, and actually the placemats, I thrifted these, but I put this together and it just made a really sweet spring tablescape. So, and I cleaned everything off so I could set my thrifting items on. This is another thing that I look for. I like to look for bedding. This happens to be a sheet, and I can either use it as an extra, like it's a queen, I can use it on Cameron's bed, or I can use it on tables. If I'm going to set out a buffet, or I need it as a tablecloth, I can fold it over. But the quality of the material and then the color, you can layer it, and I love to layer things. So that's a good pickup with multiple uses. And this was $1.99. This is another thing that I picked up. I like to have blankets and throws and pillows on my outdoor furniture. And on an average, I'm paying $2 for a blanket and $2 for a pillow. Very high quality products. This, like I said, was $1.99, and I can just throw it over. I've got several setting areas in my garden. Just throw it over there, and I don't bother to bring them in, but I always make sure that they are under cover. That way they do last a little bit longer. But at $2, this will maybe last a couple of months, maybe a season. But then, I just toss it and pick up another one. So again, here's a fun pillow. That would pair really well with that. And this is a feather pillow. So I'm always looking for feather pillows. This doesn't have the name on it, but I tell you, in my eBay store, I sell a ton of pillows. And if this were a set, I would probably sell it rather than use it. But I just thought I'll probably put this, I have a swing, I'll put this on the back of the swing and then put it like this. I've spent $4 and just staged my swing. If I'm having an event or my family's coming over and they want to be outside, then it's going to be very comfortable for them. This is another item that I found, and I am the last person in the world who needs glasses? But I just thought that these were so beautiful. And when I am buying anything glass or ceramic, again, I trust my touch, and I will take my finger and slowly go over it, feel for any, and you can feel with your finger the finest of chips that you may not be able to see with your eye. And then the same, I just go around it. And these happen to be $2.99 a piece, but I thought these would be so nice maybe as water or tea glasses this summer for if we're just having a meal inside or outside. And when you're washing, I don't think this is Waterford. I couldn't find any marks. It looks maybe like Marquee or Waterford, but it's so heavy and it feels so good. And they were $3 a piece, and I was able to get 6. So I have an entire set. And when I am getting ready to put these up, now I have not de-stickered anything so I could remember what I paid for things. So nothing's been de-stickered, nothing has been washed, but the best way to clean your crystal is to put just a little bleach in your water, and when you can do this and it squeaks, you know it's clean. And then of course you rinse it and then dry it, and these will be absolutely stunning. They will just be gorgeous. Maybe we want to eat out. We often have our dinner outside at night, and with candlelight, these would be so pretty. I love those. I have been looking for one of these. Now this is silver plated, and I paid $2.99 for this. And the reason I have been looking for this on a lot of the Facebook groups that I'm on, people are putting books in these, like maybe a few cookbooks in your kitchen, and you could set it on your counter. But that's what they're being used for, is to hold books. I didn't measure this, so I don't know what size it is. If it's a 9 by 13, I do have several pans that would go in if I wanted to use it on the table for a meal. So I moved the camera around so I can show you what's on this end of the table. And we'll go ahead and show this and get this out of the way. This is a really tall lamp. I'm gonna say maybe 2 foot tall, but it's so heavy, it's so ornate. And I just love this design. This was $12, and this will go anywhere in my house, literally. Any room with this color you can work it into. So now I would have loved to have had a pair, but a single lamp is just fine because I also love those. So I always look through the lamp section and found this beautiful lamp, and it's heavy, very heavy. So I'll set that over so you can see me just a little bit better. So I love to shop off season, and that's sometimes where you find your best buys. I love winter coats. And you know, a good winter coat, you can have it for, at least me, you know, I do. I've had some, I know 30 years that I still, you know, that I still get out and wear, because I really try to stick to classic styles. And when you do that, they don't really ever go out of style. And I probably have had coats so long that they've gone out of style and come back in style. But I found this. It's a 3/4 length. It's from Talbot's. It is so well made, and I just love this. Look how nice this looks. Doesn't this look like something that you could wear at Christmas time? I just think this is so classy looking and fits like a glove. It was $12. I haven't comped any of this stuff, so I have absolutely no idea what it would retail for, but I'm just so happy with finding this. And I'll send it to the cleaners, and it'll cost more to have it cleaned than I paid for it. But that's okay, because it's an investment that, you know, I've been building my wardrobe for years. So I try, like I said, to buy good pieces. But this was from Talbot's. Very nice, very nice. Okay, this is another item that I bought. So what I have discovered recently about myself, I like to have a bag about this size that I keep my driver's license, my debit card, cash, my chapstick, my sunglasses, things that I need just immediately. And I keep this as well, I do have my main purse, which has, you know, your wallet, your checks, everything you have to carry. But I have been buying these little handbags like this because I can put it on as I'm going out my back door. I can get in my car, put my seatbelt on, it doesn't bother me. And then when I go in the store, I don't have to worry about a purse. It's not heavy, it's safe. So that is just a little something that I have started doing that just works out for me. Now, it may not work out for everybody. And if I do need my bigger purse, you know, with other things that are in it, it is in the car, in the trunk. So this is, I did not recognize this brand. It is a, let me put my glasses on to see this. It's a Nanette Lepore, Nanettelepore, but, and it was $30. It really, it checked everything on the list of what I wanted for a purse. And some of the things that I look for when I'm looking for handbags, obviously you see the name here. The name is also on the strap. I like handbags that have the feet on it. It feels like leather. I have no reason to believe that it's not leather. It is super clean inside, and you see the name is everywhere. So I usually don't pay $30 for a handbag, but I really liked this one. I know that I will use it all the way into the fall. We are going to Disney, and this will be the purse that I will take with me, and I can get on and off the rides. That's one of the things that I discovered. I started doing this maybe last year at Disney, is that this, I can have everything. I can have everything that I need for the day in my purse, and I still got my hands free. I still have my hands free, you know, getting on and off rides and things like that. So yeah, this, for me, this just works perfect. But I was happy to have found this little handbag. I love towels. I probably have enough towels for 3 families, and that's okay because I love them. And I found this one. I thought it was just so pretty. And I think the towels are $1.99, but I just thought it was so pretty, and it'll be something that we can use in the summertime. I do switch our towels out, so I thought that was awfully pretty. A candle. This is Sapphire Cashmere. Look how beautiful that is. Never been burned, and this was $4. But it's so pretty. This would be really pretty in my dining room, which has a bluish gold tint. So I bought that. This is a little towel. Again, quality. This may have hung in someone's bathroom, at maybe a guest bathroom. But this will be pretty to put out on Derby Day, you know, Run for the Roses. And I thought that would be a really pretty guest towel to put in the bathroom for Derby Day. Speaking of which, I will show you something that my husband and I bought to collect, not to use. But Woodford Reserve came out with, and this is the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby. They came out with a special edition, and we won't open this. We'll just add this kind of to our collection. But I did look on eBay. I think I paid $64 for this, including tax. And the empty bottles right now today are selling on eBay for $28. Isn't that crazy? But we love to collect stuff, so this will just, these were kind of hard to come by. I'm sure they made like a limited number of them, so we were just so happy to have that, and we'll just keep that. Probably display it here with we also collect Derby glasses. So we do have the Derby glasses in there, but that can go in there. We'll just make room for it. Okay, just a couple of more things to show you. I found this little notepad, and I'm a person, if I don't write it down, it's just gone. Like, I don't care what it is. If I don't write it down, I just don't remember it whatsoever. But look at this, and this was 99 cents. Isn't that a beautiful, just something you can make notes in, you know. I just thought that was so pretty, and I do like pretty writing pens and pretty paper. So I love that. The last two things to show you, one of the favorite places that I like to look at thrift stores are the kitchen utensils, and it's often overlooked. I paid 99 cents for both of these. Now, they haven't been cleaned. This I would consider probably a salad serving set, and I probably won't keep this. I have so many. I've just been collecting for so long, and I'll end up putting this on eBay. But what I will do, and the way that I will clean this, I will take some Barkeeper's Friend, and I use the powder form, and I will clean this, and this will clean up. I do use the Barkeeper's Friend on plated silver, and I do it gently. And so far, I have not had any issues, but you will be amazed at how much this will clean up, how beautiful it would be. And you know, this could have been someone's wedding gift. I mean, I know there's a backstory to everything on this table, you know. When I was checking out the pockets on this coat, I found a ticket stub. The last time this coat was worn, they had gone to a concert. Just, I don't know, things like that. I'm an old soul, and I guess I connect with used and old things. But that's just how I am. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you are anxious for another gardening video, you will not be disappointed. Cameron and I are going to buy plants for our green stalk vertical growing tower today. I already have my marigolds. I'm looking for some nasturtiums, some more herbs, and then some veggies. But we are going to get those planted up at the end of today. So that video will be coming out. And if you aren't already, please follow us on Facebook, and I will put the link to my Facebook page in the first comment. We have such a great group over there, and the information that we share back and forth as far as gardening, it's just so enjoyable. And I love to see people that are watching and commenting on the videos, also jumping on the Facebook page and leaving comments there and interacting. And I just appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you've enjoyed everything that you've seen today. And I will see you in the next video.